Alright, so I have a Telegram page, and Keith shared a video titled President Kennedy Stunned Humanity by Revealing Shocking World Moon Map. The YouTuber who uploaded this video is named Divergent, and he has quite the share for the video. He shares this image, which is supposed to show JFK here, and this interesting map of the world here. The map shows Antarctica with this unusual shape and location relative to the other continents, Africa curving, and this unknown continent located here. While situated in the South Pacific, it appears way too large to be Australia. So given that the image of this map appears to add some teeth to the controversy of extra lands beyond the continents we know, what is the first question that comes to mind? What is the most important question to ask? The most important question is this image real? Is this picture, the whole picture, real? So today we'll try to answer that question. I'll first play a clip from this video.
The Antarctic Treaty was enforced in the world in 1961. And this photo is 2 years later. I have a question because I feel a Mr. Nobody in my corner. Why don't we see this photo now? Why do we have to study the globe Earth spinning in space and Google Earth and Google Maps? Why? I do not understand. I need more intelligence. Somebody illuminate me. It's not necessary because we have the moon every day on the sky. So the moon tells you pretty much everything you need to know. Thanks to Vibes of Cosmos. Do you like this? Do you want me to...
I'll share with you my method for analyzing this question. First, I want to remind you of previous videos where we talked about various aspects of the true shape of the Earth. And we finally know the true shape of the Earth. I showed you pictures from a Russian cosmonaut that challenges our expectations on what we would see at high altitude concerning the shape of the Earth. And so what's up with the 24-hour Antarctic sun? I showed that with the footage released to the public, it appears that at different times of the year in Antarctica, the sun does appear how you would expect in the sky, assuming that there could be a 24-hour sun circling about the South Pole during the Northern Hemisphere's winter solstice period. And so I'd wonder, assuming that this is an accurate telling of things, how would that work in the Southern Hemisphere near Antarctica on this map? I had to consort Grok 4 to answer this question, and as a heads up, I did receive an interesting answer. So I first took a screenshot of this and stuck it into Yandex. The revealed sources were not conclusive. I was reminded of this website, humorousmathematics.com. The article for Earth maps was absolute gold in terms of providing different mapped concepts of our realm. Among the images was this map of plane routes. I noted the curving of these plane trajectories for these flight routes does appear to support the spherical concept of the Earth. As you know, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, though it would take a dedicated video to prove that that's the case on the Earth as we know it. So I asked Grok 4, can you locate the original online web source for this photo? I'm interested particularly in knowing if it's on any official government website. Got a very interesting, likely incorrect answer. Based on my analysis of the image, using built-in image recognition and my knowledge of historical archives, I was able to identify it as a well-known photograph from the U.S. National Archives and Records Administration. Description: this is a color photograph titled President Nixon with National Security Advisor Henry Kissinger and Special Assistant Winston Lord aboard the Spirit of 76 Air Force One en route to People's Republic of China. It was taken on February 17, 1972, during Nixon's historic trip to China. The photo is hosted on the official U.S. government website, NARA, which is the federal agency responsible for preserving and providing access to historical records. The AI provides a link to the photo, supposedly. Clicking through, however, takes you to this page. It's considered a ballet scene at the Great Hall of the People attended by President and Miss Nixon during the trip to Peking, China. Not what was asked for. I told the AI that the photo attached was supposed to be of John F. Kennedy aboard Air Force One. AI tells me that the photos of JFK are often black and white, and that the cabin decor of JFK photos lack the specific world map seen here, but that it was placed in later configurations for the Air Force One. I'm told that hairstyles, clothing, and overall vibe of the photo align more with the 1970s and early 1960s. JFK had a distinctive side-parted hairstyle. It was often photographed in lighter suits. The men here don't match this appearance or common companions. AI claims that the web link that it sent me is supposed to show President Richard Nixon with National Security Advisor Henry Kissinger and Special Assistant Winston Lord aboard Spirit 76, and that there is a world map, and that yellow pillow table papers are identical to the archive version, that Nixon is on the left, middle is Henry Kissinger, and right is Winston Lord. Now, I'll show you Henry Kissinger, but I think we can all agree that neither of these three individuals are Henry Kissinger. I showed AI that it dropped me the incorrect link. It acknowledges the mistake. It then sends me a new link, which is also incorrect. It does provide the helpful tip of type in Nixon Kissinger Air Force One China into the NARA website, which is what I did. Doing so led to a page of useful results, which I'll share with you. First photo is titled Henry Kissinger Stands and Confers Aboard Air Force One en route to China. It shows a map of the United States, Henry Kissinger standing here, and then a portion of the map we had seen before. You have Antarctica, South America, United States. The other continent is hard to appreciate in this image, but somewhere over here. The second reference source is President Nixon confers with his high foreign policy team on board Air Force One en route to China. This higher resolution image gives it away. So here you see Nixon with Kissinger and the map of interest here to the left. And here you see the continent that's unknown, as well as Asia, the United States, South America, and Antarctica. So indirectly, Grok did help to show that this image is likely real. I should note, however, the coloring, placement, style of this image is different than aboard this plane and presumably a newer photo. So that means that there is some desire to reproduce this image aboard the Air Force One for some reason. Now, comparing with the moon eyeball map, I can't say that there is an obvious relationship. As maybe a point of increased accuracy, I note how the Atlantic Ocean on this map is a lot smaller than on this moon eyeball map, and that's appropriate to reality. I wonder if Antarctica really does look like this, assuming that our Earth is not a sphere, as we've been told. The predominant alternative worldview is the concept of a ring of ice going around the planet. For the sake of evidence, this is just to confirm with you, the viewer, that I'm on the National Archive Catalog website. And this is found at catalog.archives.gov. If you like what you watch, do give me a follow on X. You can follow me on YouTube, and I'm also on Rumble. Maybe some of the most important things which were hidden from us were actually put right in our face, and we just looked right past it. Thanks for watching.